Here's an old recipe for guinea fowl from these parts, which has been passed down badly. Well, maybe that's a little unfair. One small error, perhaps a slip by a girl watching her grandmother at the fire, yet a slip that almost cost it its place in the Academy's catalogue. The bare bones of this preparation are exceptional. Guinea fowl, apple, liver, and wine. So instead of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, we just tidied up that one detail to create something that makes total culinary sense. So here's Recipe Restoration by the Culinary Academy of the Pyrenees. The wishbone's removed, a small but worthwhile step that makes carving far easier later. It's seasoned thoroughly inside and out and stuffed with several segments of apple cut into eighths. The bird is trussed to preserve its shape and browned carefully on all sides in a heavy pot, using butter, or as customary in the southwest, duck fat. Once well coloured, the bird is set aside. Into the same pot goes some decent-sized chunks of cured pork belly, along with the bird's liver. Both are browned together, the liver's removed early and reserved for the sauce. A sliced onion is then added to the pot, followed by another apple also cut into eighths. So the apples are quickly stirred over a high heat to give them just a little colour, and the birds returned to the pot and placed gently atop this base, and the dish is left to cook slowly, either in a moderate oven or on a low flame on the stove. After 20 minutes or so, the bird is flambéed with a generous slosh of Armagnac or any other brandy. A good measure of white wine is then poured in, enough to keep the sauce loose as it cooks. Meanwhile, the reserved liver is pressed to a fine paste and loosened with a little more Armagnac. This way it can easily be stirred into the sauce. This classic addition thickens and enriches the whole, lending the dish a depth of flavour typical of the older, more generous traditions of rural cookery, and obviously terribly good for you. If you're curious to know which detail disqualified the original recipe from the full Academy endorsement, and also which oversight I'm guilty of in this version, both amendments have been recorded in the final written Academy edition, link in bio. Whatever amendments remain, the result was simply superb, enjoyed with a drop of the local stuff in this golden sprawl of painterly perspective. Mesdames, Messieurs, bon appétit et large soif.